As I walk through life, life comes at me in several ways. Sometimes I feel on top of my game, and I'm ready for what life throws at me. At other times, not so ready. I find myself wondering how you're doing today, and whether you're on top of your game or not. Sometimes what occurs to me is a result of my own actions. Other times, it's just the way it is. Periodically, at times in life, I've got overwhelmed. And at these moments, things just come at me so much I don't know how to handle it. At other times, no matter what I stir up, I believe I can deal with it. And nothing seems to get me down. I feel strong and focused, and life on those days are fine. Other days I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I feel like quitting. I lack information. I'm confused. I don't know what I'm doing, and I need some support. There are moments when I'm going through life well, and then suddenly I get knocked over, and it's hard to pick myself back up. I want to be what God has called me to be, and yet life and my ability to trust Him at those moments seems very limited. God has made me for relationships, and as Jesus had His, I must have relationships too. Being alone isn't making it anymore. I need to find a manhood team. Let's see what happens when I learn to do life with other men and develop relationships on my manhood journey. Knights of the 21st Century is a men's curriculum that provides me with the understanding of how God designed me to be, and a format where I can develop relationships with a manhood team that will assist me in integrating what God desires in my life into my daily actions. It's almost like these men serve as representative of God's love to me as I share with others on a regular basis truly what's going on inside. See, for instead of walking now through life alone as previously shown, my commitment and my growth with a team of men acts as a support and a shield and encourages me to be the man of God God has called me to be. And as I'm living life, a friend comes along and he helps me understand what I'm going to face out there in the future. When I struggle with what it's like to be a dad, I have other dads around me who will help me understand what it means to be in such an important role. When I get confused and want to quit my marriage, I have to have men around me that remind me of my commitment. When the job takes a turn for the worse, I have a group of men that can stand by me. They tell me you can do it. Sometimes they'll even block for me. At other times, they remind me not to give up on myself, to be able to go towards the goals and achieve what God has called me to be. At times when life really knocks me over and they're there to pick me up, I start to rely upon them. I no longer feel alone. You need a group of men in your life, and it will not happen without you overcoming your fear, spending time together, talking about the right things, and participating in such a program like Knights of the 21st Century that will help you understand God's call, your godly design, and the strengths you have to offer other men. Today, you entered this room today in one of these particular styles of life. You're either on top of your game at this very moment, or you feel like, hey, I'm feeling overwhelmed at this moment. Only you know how important God is on your daily journey and what life has been throwing at you lately. How have you felt about dealing with it? Are you feeling overwhelmed, or are you feeling that you got it all taken care of? Whatever your present response, you not only need to pray and read more, but you need to find a team of men that can be God's representatives in your life as well, so that they, in an honest and caring and challenging manner, can push you towards the heroic man God has called you to be. I recommend that you and your church consider purchasing a program that starts with the first year of Knights called Squire, the training of a knight. This curriculum was written with prayer as a result of God's leading and has been used by many groups across the nation and even the world. To change men and help them become husbands, fathers, and friends that God desires, you need to work at it. You need to have your manhood team. Join us this day as knights so that we together can serve the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, Jesus Christ. Hey guys, it's good to see you, man. It's good to see you. Well, let's get started. Tell me about your week.
I have my manhood team.
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 I have my manhood team.